Well, I figured I'd just cut right to the chase. I bought another one. It's got a pretty cool story, so stay tuned. This is a 1993 BMW 525i. It has a 5-speed manual transmission. I just purchased it 2 days ago from the original owner, if you can believe that. Not only that, she bought it from the factory new in Germany and drove it down to France where she had it for a couple of years. It is a US spec car, and she was planning to take it to the US, which she then did. And then she brought it back over to Europe, to Spain with her on business, and then once again to the US for the remainder of her ownership. Other than being somewhat dirty all around, it is in very good shape. The body's straight. Paint is faded, unfortunately, but I think a lot of it will come back with just a wash and a wax and maybe a polish, but we'll see about that. But black interior, all the leather is in very good shape. There's no tears in anything, which is impressive to say the least for the age of the car. It has 240,000 miles on it, which that one over there has 224,000 and it is still going strong. So that is rookie numbers as far as these things go. One cool thing I wanted to show you while we're in here is the original first aid kit with the original wrapping still loosely on it. I'm kind of nervous to open it. Yeah, I'm not going to open it because it opens like a case and it would rip the rest of this wrapping off, which would be a shame to say the least. But that's just really cool. Even being a US spec car, since it was in Europe, it had this first aid kit. Then coming into the back seat, the story is about the same. Unfortunately, one of the inserts, one of the faux leather inserts on the door came off on this side, which isn't uncommon to say the least. So that'll just get glued back up. And I say faux leather, it is very clearly vinyl. And the door handles are also not leather wrapped, which I thought was interesting. One thing that's cool is this does have the ski bag, the pass-through for that. I'm not gonna pull that out. That was a fairly common option that some people got. So again, get a little better look at this paint. A lot of it's dirt, but a lot of it, clear coat has flaked in little spots and dirt has set in there, which is unfortunate. And there's scratches and stuff that are pretty pervasive over the surface of the car. Nothing too bad. I have confidence that it'll shine up at the very least, and being this color gray, which is granite silver metallic, it'll hide a lot of the defects pretty well. But like I was saying, the body is very straight, and it has obviously never been in any sort of accidents. It's never been run into anything. She was a very good driver. So that all looks very good. Now going into the trunk, struts are blown, but that's all right. That's very common. Might replace those in a video here shortly. Taking a look in the toolkit. It's not totally complete, but most of it's there. And one thing that's cool that is there is the warning triangle, which is uncommon from what I've heard to still be in here. I do have one in there, but I got that out of a 535i that had been crashed. So that's cool to see. You have your CD changer in here, which still works. I thought it was interesting because my CD changer in that car was mounted up under the deck lid here. So this is just a different position for it that I wasn't aware of. Doubling down on this being a lower spec car, it is only a Steely for a spare, but it is full size. And that is the original Pirelli spare tire on there. So that likely needs to get replaced. That's probably very dry and not very dependable. Guess we can start it up real quick for you. Now the starter does make a little bit of a funny noise. I'm not sure what the real deal is with that, whether it's the starter itself, a bearing or something in there, or whether it's the teeth on the gear itself, but that's a later problem. That's an old sticker there, expired in 1997. I think I'll leave it there for historical sake. Oh, one other thing that's really nice that I'm not used to, this handbrake is very well adjusted. That's it. That's the handbrake, and it works. It's not up here. That's incredible. pop the hood real quick. This thing runs great. It is, being a pre-facelift car, it's a non-Vanos motor. So that is a facelift car right there, and that one is Vanos, and it is noisier than this one, which I don't know how much of that might be the Vanos failing because I haven't rebuilt it yet, but very quiet, very smooth, solid little M50. This thing will run forever. A little more of that clear coat flaking here, which is, again, unfortunate, but is what it is. Can't win them all. All right, I'm ready to take it for a little trip around the neighborhood. So why did I buy another 5-speed manual 525i? Well, there was the story which I thought was just too cool to pass up. You know, when do you find an original owner car that's 30 years old? But then there was also the fact that I worked a really good deal on it. She was asking $2,500, and I got her all the way down to $1,800, which was a little bit more than I paid for my other one. But it's a different time too. It's another 2 years in the future. And prices on these have just absolutely not quite gone through the roof like some other cars, but they've definitely jumped, especially ones with factory manuals. And I think the story on this car too is probably its biggest selling point more than anything else. But it really is a great, healthy, solid, well looked after example of one of these. It's everything that you want to see. So yeah, that was my reasoning behind it, I guess, and I had the extra change to spare after selling the M3. So I just wanted to make sure that it found a good home. It's kind of funny because just like my green car, this one, when I bought it, the owner was telling me how there was some guy in New York who was a enthusiast, was trying to buy it and wanted to be there the next day with a trailer and cash. And just like my green car, I bought it out from under them. So I feel kind of bad because it's entirely possible that it's the same person, but you know, what you gonna do? And I'm not going to give a whole lot of driving thoughts in this video just because I've done a whole review on my other 5-speed E34, so if you want to check that out, I'll have a link to it up here in the top right corner. And I'll definitely be making more videos on this thing in the future with some small little repairs here and there. But no, it's a great driving little car, and I think it'll do well for a very long time to come. So I'll be giving this thing a good cleaning inside and out, and I think that'll bring a lot of life back to the car aesthetically. And I think that's really all it needs. Underneath, everything's really solid, everything's tight, everything feels good. You know, things are old, there's a couple squeaks and things here and there, but what you gonna do? And as I mentioned, I'll be shooting a couple videos of some smaller repairs that this thing does need, such as the gas struts for the hood and the trunk, and the seals around the door handles. So stay tuned for all that. That'll be coming out here shortly. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.